What if I told you one device completely changed how humans live, talk, work, and even think? A device that turned a company on the edge of collapse into the most valuable company in the world. This is the story of the iPhone, from zero to global domination, and the genius mind behind it, Steve Jobs. Stay till the end because this story has shocking failures, billion-dollar risks, and secrets Apple doesn't openly talk about. Before the iPhone, Apple Inc. wasn't the giant we know today. In the 1990s, Apple was struggling, losing money, losing customers, almost disappearing. But everything changed when one man returned. Steve Jobs came back in 1997. His vision, not just computers, but creating products that people love. First came the iMac, then the iPod, but Steve Jobs had a bigger dream, a device that could combine phone, music, and internet all in one. In 2007, something revolutionary happened. At an event in San Francisco, Steve Jobs walked on stage and said, "Today, Apple is going to reinvent the phone." That device was the first iPhone. No keyboard, no stylus, just a full touch screen. At that time, competitors like Nokia and BlackBerry dominated the market. People laughed at Apple, but within months, the world realized this wasn't just a phone, it was the future. The iPhone wasn't just successful, it changed human behavior. Here's why. Touchscreen revolution, app ecosystem, camera evolution, premium design. With the App Store, developers worldwide started building apps, games, social media, banking, shopping. Everything moved into your pocket. Apps like Instagram and WhatsApp became part of daily life. The iPhone created an entire digital economy. With every new iPhone, sales exploded. Year after year, Apple became richer, stronger, bigger. In 2018, Apple became the world's first trillion-dollar company, and today it's one of the most valuable companies ever, all because of one product, the iPhone. But the journey wasn't perfect. Apple faced criticism for high pricing, battery slowing issues, and removing headphone jack. Many users question, is Apple innovating or just upgrading? Still, people kept buying. Why? Because Apple didn't just sell phones, it sold experience. Here's Apple's biggest secret, the ecosystem. iPhone connects with MacBook, iPad, and Apple Watch. Everything works seamlessly. Once you enter Apple's world, it's hard to leave. That's their real strategy. So what's next? Apple is working on AI-powered features, AR, VR devices, and better battery tech. The iPhone might evolve, or maybe something completely new will replace it. From a struggling company to changing the entire world, the iPhone isn't just a product, it's a revolution. And it all started with one idea: think different.
You think you know the iPhone? Think again. Behind its premium design lies powerful safety technology, shocking price differences across countries, and failures Apple doesn't want you to remember. From life-saving features to billion-dollar mistakes, this is the untold side of the iPhone. The iPhone isn't just a smartphone. In many cases, it has literally saved lives. Let's break down how. With just a button press, your iPhone can instantly call emergency services and share your live location. Introduced in newer models, the iPhone can detect a serious car crash using sensors. If you don't respond, it automatically calls for help. Using Apple's ecosystem, you can track your device or even people. Powered by Find My, lost phone, stolen device, you can locate it instantly. With integration into Apple Watch, users get heart rate alerts, fall detection, and emergency contact alerts. Real stories exist where iPhone and Apple Watch detected heart problems early. Have you ever noticed the same iPhone costs different in every country? Let's compare. United States, cheapest prices due to lower taxes. India, much higher prices. United Arab Emirates, often cheaper than India. So why? Countries like India add heavy import duties. Apple started making iPhones in India recently, but still imports many models. Exchange rates affect pricing heavily. Apple sets different pricing based on demand. People in India pay more, even though average income is lower. That's Apple's premium positioning strategy. Today, Apple looks unstoppable, but it made huge mistakes. Holding the phone in a certain way reduced signal strength. This became a global controversy. Phones bending in pockets went viral, damaged Apple's reputation. Apple admitted slowing down older iPhones to prevent shutdowns. Users were furious, lawsuits followed. Here's what makes Apple different. It learns fast. After every failure, improved hardware design, stronger materials, better transparency. And most importantly, Apple never stopped innovating. Even after losing Steve Jobs in 2011, the company kept growing. That's the real success story. Despite high prices, despite controversies, millions still choose iPhone. Why? Security and privacy, premium feel, long software updates, strong brand trust. Apple didn't just build a phone, it built loyalty. From failures to life-saving technology, from expensive pricing to global domination, the iPhone story isn't just about tech. It's about strategy, risk, and evolution. If you found this video interesting, comment iPhone versus Android. Subscribe for part 3.
Two giants, two completely different philosophies, one closed controlled ecosystem and one open limitless platform. This is not just a tech comparison, this is a war, the battle between the iPhone and Android. And trust me, by the end of this video, you will see why this war is far from over. In 2007, Steve Jobs introduced the first iPhone. It shocked the world, but behind the scenes, another company was already preparing a response. That company was Google. Google launched Android in 2008. Unlike Apple, Android wasn't a phone. It was a software given to multiple brands. Companies like Samsung, HTC, Motorola started building Android phones, and just like that, the war began. The biggest difference? Philosophy, iPhone, Apple strategy, closed ecosystem, full control over hardware plus software, premium experience, Android strategy, open platform available to multiple brands, wide price range, Apple focused on quality, Android focused on scale. One aimed for perfection, the other aimed for domination. Today, Android dominates globally. Why? Because it's available on budget phones to premium flagships. Countries like India, Brazil prefer Android due to affordability. Meanwhile, iPhone dominates in premium markets like United States, Japan. So technically, Android wins in numbers, iPhone wins in profits. That's the real twist. Let's break down the real battle. Camera, iPhone, natural colors, Android, high zoom, high megapixels, security, iPhone, strong privacy control, Android, improving but varies by brand, performance, iPhone chips, a series dominate in speed, Android depends on brand and processor, customization, Android wins easily, you can change everything, iPhone, limited customization but smoother experience. This war isn't just about features, it's about psychology. iPhone users rarely switch. Why? Because of Apple's ecosystem, iMessage, AirDrop, iCloud. Once you enter, you stay. Android users, more flexible, more choices, less locked in. This creates two different types of users, loyalist iPhone, explorers, Android. This war also had drama, Samsung versus Apple lawsuits, copying designs, accusations, patent battles worth billions. At one point, it wasn't just competition, it was personal. So what's next? The war is shifting towards AI smartphones, AR, VR devices, battery innovation. Companies are no longer just competing on phones, they're competing on future technology. So who wins, iPhone or Android? The truth is there is no single winner. If you want premium experience, iPhone, freedom and variety, Android. This war continues because both sides are strong, and that's what drives innovation. Comment below, Team iPhone, Team Android. If you enjoyed, subscribe for more powerful tech stories. And remember, the best phone is the one that fits your life.